How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this conviction.
Hot mess that they air in the mornings, called The View, had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections, legal corrections.
You probably didn't see this coming, but things just got explosive on The View. The talk show, which has been a staple of morning TV for decades, now finds itself in the middle of a legal storm. Carrie Underwood, the country superstar, has filed a jaw-dropping $900 million lawsuit against the co-hosts, and it's leaving viewers stunned. Even worse, the fate of The View itself is on the line. What happened, and why is everyone talking about it? Grab some popcorn, because the story is about to get wild. Stick with us, because we're diving deep into one of the most controversial moments in TV history.
Underwood released a statement saying, quote, "I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the..."
It all started with one bold move. Carrie Underwood announced she would be performing at Donald Trump's second inauguration. The country music's superstar, known for her powerful voice and squeaky clean image, had largely stayed out of political discussions over the years. Her performance at the event was unexpected, surprising not only her fans but also the wider public. Underwood had often played the role of the neutral entertainer, staying out of the fray. So when this announcement dropped, people didn't know what to make of it. For some, it felt like a betrayal.
Superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. What do y'all think?
How could the wholesome country singer align herself with a controversial figure like Trump? Others, however, saw it as a moment of unity, a performance meant to bring people together regardless of politics. But what happened next would completely shift the conversation. The View has never been shy about diving into hot-button issues.
And Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it, so I get why.
The show's format thrives on sparking debates, sometimes to the point of controversy. As soon as Underwood's inauguration performance was announced, the co-host couldn't resist discussing it. It quickly turned into a full-on debate on air.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I
You
can't
would
sing.
not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize. You love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion. I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this.
Joy Behar, known for her unapologetic opinions, didn't mince words. She questioned Underwood's motivations, accusing her of abandoning her progressive fans and aligning with a divisive political figure. But on the other side, conservative co-hosts like Meghan McCain were quick to defend Underwood. They argued that she had every right to perform and that the backlash was nothing more than an example of cancel culture in action. McCain even accused the left of overreacting to something as simple as a musical performance.
I'm not asking any of us.
No, you do what you do. Listen, it's like, people do what they do.
What started as a mere opinion piece on television escalated quickly, becoming an all-out public feud that spilled over to social media. And then, the unthinkable happened. Carrie Underwood filed a $900 million lawsuit against the co-hosts and producers of The View. That's right, $900 million. This wasn't just about defending her honor or calling out fake news. Underwood claimed that her reputation had been severely damaged by the negative comments made on the show. She argued that her brand, which was built on trust and respect, with her fans, was tarnished by what she saw as unfair character attacks. Her legal team pointed out that the comments made on The View were not only damaging to her reputation, but also financially harmful. With Underwood's career tied to her public image, they argued, The View had cost her millions in potential sales and bookings by painting her as a political pawn and a traitor to her fan base.
So beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain
The lawsuit quickly became one of the most talked about topics in the entertainment world. The performance itself was a spectacle. Despite technical glitches during the ceremony, Underwood soldiered on. When her microphone cut out, instead of panicking, she launched into an impromptu a cappella rendition of America the Beautiful. The audience was stunned, and her voice echoed across the Capitol steps, creating a raw, emotional moment that transcended politics.
It's always amusing to see what pisses the left off, because then you get a really good visual of where their priorities lie. There are a lot of people on the left right now that are more outraged by Carrie Underwood performing at Trump's inauguration than they are over Democrat mismanagement literally burning down America's second largest city. And they want to make fun of us when we don't have A-list artists performing at our events, but then when we do, they're about ready to combust. Get a grip on reality. I understand maturity and tolerance is like unknown territory for you, but there are a lot of famous people who don't think like you, and there are very few people who would pass up an inauguration gig because, well, it's a presidential inauguration. It's a historical event. Regardless, you don't get to cheer for your twerking rappers at Kamala's rallies and then criticize a Christian country artist for wanting to show love to her country and share her talent to welcome in the next president. Carrie Underwood has said herself that we should come together in the spirit of unity, which is a message you guys like to preach about constantly, but never want to put into play when it actually matters. A bunch of self-proclaimed champions of free speech and choice, but only to protect.
However, it was the reaction afterward that truly sparked the firestorm.
Miss Carrie Underwood, Miss Season 4 American Idol winner. I'm gonna dig a key into your car. I'm gonna swing a Louisville Slugger to both your headlights. What are you doing? What are you doing during the inauguration? Hello? Miss, are times that tough? Is no one listening to Before He Cheats anymore? What? Carrie, baby,
Online, people were split. Some hailed Underwood as a patriot who had risen above partisan divisions, while others accused her of selling out. The controversy reached a fever pitch, with every tweet, blog post, and news segment dissecting her every move.
Doctor.
Hey, do you have that Obamacare?
Obamacare? What's that? What's that?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I started signing up last Thursday and I'm almost done. Let's go to the website and get you signed up.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let's see. This can't be too hard, right?
Why is it spinning?
Oh, it does that.
Okay. Why is it smoking?
I don't. Maybe we should restart it. Obamacare by morning. Why is this taking so long?
So long.
So long.
I'm gonna wind up with hemorrhoids if I sit here till dawn. We'll have cataracts and dementia. Oh, this is getting on my last nerve.
Obamacare by morning. Over 6 people served. We'll finish that later.
And amid all this, The View co-hosts were at the forefront of the conversation, fueling the flames with their pointed commentary. As Underwood's performance continued to be discussed across social media, the divide between her supporters and detractors deepened. Fans of Underwood were furious, accusing the View hosts of disrespecting a woman they had long admired. They launched online petitions calling for a boycott of the show, demanding that the hosts apologize for their comments. On the other side, the left-wing media dug in their heels, condemning Underwood for playing into Trump's narrative and questioning her integrity. In the weeks that followed, the backlash escalated into an all-out social media war. Hashtags like Boycott the View and Justice for Carrie trended worldwide. The controversy spilled beyond just fans and became a talking point on late-night shows, news outlets, and even political circles. With both sides arguing passionately, it was clear that Underwood's decision to perform at the inauguration had touched a nerve in the cultural conversation. As the debate raged on, people began digging into Underwood's past.
Common Sense remembers that just 2.5 months ago, the Democratic Party was riding the vibe, promising all of us joy and unity. And all they delivered was joy. Behar.
What had been a quiet, apolitical career suddenly became a source of scrutiny. Some began pointing to subtle clues in her music and interviews that suggested she may have more conservative leanings than she
If
had
you
let
haven't
on.
heard yet, Miss Carrie Underwood, yeah, she signed up to sing at the potential inauguration. So if that's a deal breaker for you, like it is for me, and you have a Spotify, get over there and block her. You can block artists that you don't want, that you know support Dumpty. So if you don't know how to do that, you go to the artist, you go to the three dots, you click that, then you can click block artist. So I suggest that we all do that. Yeah, there's a few songs I like of her, but it's not worth it. Not worth it. We're not supporting MAGA lovers. Not doing it. So I suggest you go do that too. Plus, it's not a deal breaker.
In 2012, rumors swirled that she had registered as a Republican, a claim that only fueled speculation. Fans started to question, was this performance a one-off, or had Underwood been harboring political views that she had kept hidden for years? Did she align with Trump's ideology all along, only now making it public? Underwood remained mostly silent in the face of these allegations, which only fueled the fire. Fans on both sides felt betrayed or vindicated depending on their viewpoint, and the mystery surrounding her true political beliefs added a layer of intrigue to the already complicated situation. The $900 million lawsuit Carrie Underwood filed against The View was a game changer. It wasn't just a financial matter, it was a full-on attack on the credibility of the show and its hosts. Underwood's legal team argued that the negative comments made on the air were rooted in defamation, and they were seeking damages for the harm to her career. But the lawsuit wasn't just about money, it was a symbolic gesture. By taking legal action, Underwood was standing up for her right to perform, her right to make her own political choices, and her right to be heard in an entertainment world that often imposes boundaries on stars. The implications for The View were massive. Would the network back down, or would they continue to defend their hosts? Legal experts began to speculate about the possibility of a settlement. Could The View face repercussions for the comments made, or would the lawsuit be dismissed outright? The drama was only beginning, and no one knew for sure how it would end. It's important to remember that The View is no stranger to controversy. Over the years, the show has seen its fair share of heated debates, clashes, and accusations of bias. From Whoopi Goldberg's outspoken political views to Meghan McCain's vocal conservative stance, the show has often found itself at the center of firestorms. In 2019, a backlash over Joy Behar's comments about the vice president sparked intense public outcry, with many claiming the show had crossed the line. However, nothing quite compared to the weight of Underwood's lawsuit. If the case goes to trial, it could open up a whole new level of scrutiny for the show and its hosts. And with public opinion split down the middle, the network may soon find itself in a tight spot. Could the show survive yet another controversy, or is this the beginning of the end? What many viewers don't realize is how much the backstage dynamics of The View are affected by these controversies. The co-hosts are constantly under pressure to maintain their public personas while managing their own personal lives. For some, this ongoing media firestorm has led to intense stress and even friction between co-hosts. Sources close to the show have hinted that tensions are running high behind the scenes. Producers and staff are reportedly walking on eggshells, trying to balance the need for ratings with the responsibility of managing sensitive topics. The lawsuit against the co-hosts is adding fuel to this already volatile environment, and insiders are worried that the drama could irreparably damage the team's dynamic. Even the audience is starting to feel the impact. Viewership, which has long been loyal to The View, is showing signs of fragmentation. Some fans are tuning in for the drama, while others are deciding they've had enough of the constant political battles. The question remains, will The View be able to retain its audience, or will the fallout from this lawsuit push it to a tipping point? As The View navigates this legal minefield, its future remains uncertain. Could the lawsuit lead to the cancellation of the show, or will it simply become another chapter in its long history of controversial moments? Will Underwood's career survive this public backlash, or will she emerge stronger than ever, her fans rallying around her? One thing is for certain, this isn't the end of the story. The legal battles are just beginning, and the cultural conversation around The View, Carrie Underwood, and political divides in the entertainment industry will continue to evolve. Stay tuned. This drama is far from over, and the consequences could shape the future of morning TV forever.